discovery. So we're thrilled to share all that. Hey, Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, everybody across the country from Nova Scotia to Prince to Vancouver Island. Welcome, welcome. You're Boucher. How's it going? How are you?
Awesome. Yes.
Okay, so we are live from, not from the studio, not from Summerland, not from an airport, because we've done it at many different places. Now, we're live from Oliver. We are down in the capital, the national capital of wine, here down south in the Okanagan. We are live at Nostalgia Winery. Hmm? How exciting is that?
Very
How
exciting.
exciting is that? We want to welcome because we have people right here with us. So we have we have Carl's Wine Club members from Calgary. We have lots of nostalgia people, wine club members from locals from the Okanagan. We also have people from Kelowna. So thank you. It's a
little bit smoky.
a little darker with the bright orange sun, but I mean, it's uniquely humid, uniquely humid. Wow, I've really experienced that down here. But yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We have people who are tuning in from all over the country. So it's 8 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Pacific. And guess what? Yes, it is Nostalgia Week here in the club. And it's really exciting. While I was talking, what I was tasting through these wines the last 5 nights, I look at you at some point and I said, if we knew these wines were that good, we'll have featured these wines way earlier than that. I mean, holy smokes, that these wines are spectacular. And when you look through, you do a little bit of research, or you did have someone like Rachel who was so efficient at what she does and getting us all of the award that these wines have won. Holy smokes that they have. No, I can't say holy smokes.
No, you can't. Yeah, that one's okay. He can't swear as much as he normally does.
We'll be careful. We'll be careful. There's no young children here though, so maybe I can let one or two go. We'll see how good how the wines are showing, but I'm fairly confident that we're gonna have some maybe one or two F-bomb coming out, but that's all good.
He's French Canadian, so he can swear in French, and then no one gets offended at that, right?
We're gonna have a few wines pour here tonight, and we're gonna talk about that lineup of what 12 wines that we've selected.
Yeah, and some of your highest rated, and there's one wine in this lineup that we're pretty sure is going to make it to our top 10 of the year. Like 2,000 plus cases. So stay tuned to find out which one that is.
We'll let you know later. And also, we're gonna rate and we're gonna taste for the first time live the pre-release of the 2022 Syrah. Hasn't hit the market yet. The Wine Line National Wine Award had the privilege to taste it last week, and it came up with the gold. So while we had a 93 plus on the 2020 Syrah, which is absolutely fantastic. Now we're gonna taste live the 2022, and I have to say, none of the 22s are been released yet from Nostalgia, and holy crap, they are so good. And because when you taste through, like most of these wines are on 2020 vintage, and like 2020 is a warmer vintage coming out of 2019 was a cooler vintage, like a big drastic change between these two vintages. 2021 comes along, and 2021 is 2021, right? The smoke, the heat dome, high alcohol, and we got to 2022, and 2022 are filled with precision, tension, energy, definition. So going through the Cab Merlot, the Chardonnay, we also get the Malbec. Like these wines have such a unique definition. It's really exciting. So we're gonna go through the lineup.
If I'm not mistaken, 2022 was a bumper crop in the Okanagan.
It was a big vintage, which helps
because the next couple vintages were awful
until 2025.
Yes.
Okay.
But 23 and 24, they lost a lot of the crop around here. So
yes.
Yeah.
So the 23 early winter and the 24 awful events where they lost the entire crop. Hmm. So, uh, yeah, 12 wines in the feature this week, and that's what looking at Mira, and she's like, oh my God, you like so many of these wines. How many are we going to feature? So I was like, you know what? Let's do the full 6-pack, right? And
Right.
let's do a couple of 3-packs and maybe also an extra 2-packs. And ended up no 14 wines available. So that's a lot.
If you love Malbec, there's 3 exceptional Malbecs, right?
Exceptional.
If you love Syrah, especially South Okanagan, spicy, rich, bold Syrah, there is 2 Syrahs. One we're about to taste for the first time because no one's tasted it.
Only the wine line. Yeah.
Who gave it what?
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Sorry about that.
And another one that you gave 94 points.
93 plus.
93 plus.
And it was platinum at wine line.
A
So,
couple years ago. So Syrah, Malbec, Petit Verdot.
Petit Verdot, which is one of the wine that we're going to talk a little bit more in detail. Capso, 3 vintages of Capso.
We're preaching to the choir here, I'm sure, but who here has heard you can't ripen reds in Canada? Like you can't get cold red from Canada. That's not possible, right?
Have we heard that before?
Yeah. And if you think that, I think you're gonna have your mind blown with these wines.
How many times did you get in an argument late at night after 3 or 4 bottles with friends, and someone in the crowd was in your friends will say, "Oh, do you like Canadian wines? Canadian wines don't make it. Canadian don't make any good wines." And then you get like, "Oh my God, it's gonna turn out really bad again." So let's get on.
This is the kind of problem Carl. You've seen it. Yeah.
We've seen it. We've been there. So yeah. Now, what we want to do, we're gonna talk with Gina Fernandez, which is the owner, winemaker. So we're gonna talk with Gina. We're gonna talk about the history of nostalgia. We're gonna talk also with Rebecca, which is the winemaker here, and really cool connection with Rebecca. Really cool connection because she's not from Western Canada. She's not from the Okanagan. She's not from Oliver. She's from Ontario. She spent time in Niagara, and guess what? You guys were all listening to us. She used to work at Bellaterra. Yay! Yay!
Was voted our top discovery of the year, Members' Choice Winery of the Year back in 2021.
In 2021.
First Members' Choice Winery of the Year.
Yeah, and they made our first club wine.
And they made our first Members Red.
Yeah. So yeah, big connection here. So we're gonna talk with Rebecca. We're gonna talk about the Black Sage Bench because that's where we are here, which is a very unique and a very special part of the Okanagan who makes some very typical wine, like something like very unique. So we're going to talk about the typicity of the terroir. We're going to talk also about fruits from Osoyoos because Gina's family farm is in Osoyoos as well. So we're going to geek out on terroir. We're going to geek out on where to grow some great stuff. And I want to know from Rebecca, what's the biggest difference between Niagara and Oliver? Because it'll be interesting to hear from her about that. We're also going to bring Rachel, which is the general manager here, and we're going to review the whole lineup
because she knows like all the other awards. Like Carl is kind of like you sent him as like the hound that can find the truffles. Okay, like he knows before Wine Align announces stuff that something is exceptional, and then so often he'll be like, this is a 94-point wine. This is exceptional. And then Wine Align or All Canadian Wine Championships or one of these awards will come out saying, yes, this is best of category. And so we'll hear it from the truffle hound here, and then we'll hear it from Rachel as far as the other awards, other critics, what people have said about these wines.
So we'll talk about like the small quantity and all that because what we've put together with Rachel and Gina, like it's really unique and very special because a lot of these wines are not available anywhere. A lot of these wines are either for their wine club member exclusive. Here, the wine club members at Nostalgia, just muff your here for just a second because we kind of tapped into your inventory just a little bit, just a little bit. We won't take it out at all. But these wines are so good. So
and they're normally not available anywhere, and some of them are as small as 40 cases produced. So it's just like one barrel of an exceptional wine. and we're getting access to it this week. So it's
pretty special. So we're gonna and at the end, I'm gonna bring Jack here, and Jack and I are gonna sit down. And we're gonna do a little of blind tasting. So so that's gonna be a fun one. And I'm usually
in to see if they can get it.
I rarely get it, so you guys can make fun of me once again. But
he's lying because he normally gets it. But if it's a Merlot, that's Carl's nemesis. One more time with the Merlots.
Don't tell Rachel so she doesn't pull a Merlot out. That's why I look stupid again.
Yeah, what was that other one that stumped you one time? The white.
Okay. White Pinot Meunier.
White Pinot Meunier.
Okay. Who the fuck get that right on the blind taste, right? Tell me, right? Okay, so I will tell the story here because you guys know the distance. We're in Caledon. And I said to everyone, if it's not a Sauvignon Blanc, I'm walking home. And we live in Summerland. And the person, and the person with the with the brown bag said, "Who can we drive your kids home because you're walking?" I'm like, shit. How come it's not Sauvignon? I'm like, no, it's a white Pinot Meunier. Oh, fuck you. So yeah, who does that?
All right, enough colorful language now for the night.
Oh no, I'm not at home.
So look. The people that are here know where we are, but if you are out in, Nova Scotia and you're not sure where we are, you see this map of BC. We're kind of in the middle of the border there in the gray zone. And then if you look at the
real tonight.
looking great.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some smoke here from the States. And then we're way at the bottom of this map. Yeah. It says
South Okanagan.
Osoyoos and Oliver there.
Yeah, it's more like we're live in Oliver. Okay, so that's where we are. I want to welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. It is awesome. I can wait to have a sip of wine in my glass. It will be fun. You guys have to start. I think you guys have a rosé, and in the rosé, you can see the score here: 91 points. Thank you. Right here, Mira, a little splash of rosé. Rachel, thank you so very much.
Thank you. Good.
There you go. Yeah. If I remember correctly, we're close to 70% Merlot, a Cap Sauv, Cap Franc, splash of Malbec as well in there. So kind of a meritage, saigné method, which is absolutely fantastic. Great nose. I really like the aromas of that wine. And often with saigné, I kind of find it's a little heavy. And no, this one has great acid, beautiful aromas. I really love. I can smell that one all night long. So cheers, everyone. Cheers.
And the team here has made these incredible like charcuterie with flowers with like teacups. They're super cute. I'll have to show you guys.
Wow, that's good.
Because if you haven't been to Nostalgia, check out these labels. Where is the fun ones? They've got this car collector nostalgia, like old fashioned kind of theme, and it's pretty fun. Anyone here driving like an old fashioned car today? Because I see them in the parking lot.
Oh,
Gina is. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's super cute.
Yeah, I like that. Real sick. God, that's awesome.
Old-fashioned truck up here.
You know what? I think we rambled enough.
Yeah.
I want to bring
coming in first.
I want to bring Gina first.
Gina!
I mean, she's the owner. Hey? Honestly, I was really expecting to walk in like someone with a farming outfit and a big hat or something like that. No! Yeah. Mira, thank you. Gina, welcome. I'm just gonna here. We're gonna have you here. We're gonna squish a little bit, you and me, just like that, so Instagram can see both of us. You're much better looking than I am, anyway. So, here we are. Gina, how are you doing? Thanks for having us. This is a beautiful property you have here. So this is. You are the owner, winemaker?
Previously.
Rebecca
now.
Nice transition. And just how long since Nostalgia has been established down here in Oliver?
Well, previously it was Oliver Twist, and that started in 2006, and I took over in 2012. And in 2021, we rebranded to Nostalgia Wines.
From Oliver Twist to nostalgia. Uh, Female winemaker, female winery owner, all of that. The team in the tasting room.
Female.
Oh, there's Jack here,
And
but
then Jack.
and there's Jack, and there's Jack. I like him a lot. He's
He has to put up with all of this.
poor guy. So what I'm so intrigued about what you guys do is first and foremost your piece of land.
Mhm.
Okay, you are on the Black Sage Bench, which is when you talk about the South Okanagan, to me, there's always three areas who stands out. There is the Golden Miles, the Black Sage Bench, and there's the
Yeah.
US Bench, right?
Right.
So Black Sage Bench. What does make the Black Sage Bench so unique and special?
Well, I'll start with the Syrah because that's where my dad's property is. He's right on the border, and that's as far south as you can go. And he's on the east side, full sun exposure, and he has the lake underneath the vineyard and sandy soils. It's the perfect spot. And then we're just about 20 minutes more north, and my land has more rocks and a bit of clay and sand. So just rocks on the top, and then it works its way down to sand down here. So I feel like all those different elements bring different flavors.
Yeah.
I should add a glass of wine first. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not a huge. I don't know. Rachel would probably have a better answer for this, more technical about terroir. But we purchased my dad's grapes and ours, so we can compare his Merlot to my Merlot, his Syrah to our Syrah. So there is a bit of difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, what I want to know is, well, so you grew up on the farm
Yep.
in the Syrah,
Yeah, on the border.
on the border, okay? And your dad, while growing up, was growing grapes.
Orchard. Yeah, orchard. He had peaches, cherries, apples, all the soft fruits.
Okay.
And then he pulled it out in I think '97 and planted vineyard.
Okay.
So we grew up in both.
Was it with the vision of growing specific grape, or he just went like okay, let's do this because it sounds cool? What is the process?
He was growing for tailgate.
Okay, cool, cool.
They advised what he should plant.
So
And so he has Cabernet, Merlot,
yep.
Syrah, Petit Verdot, and he's got a little block of Pinot Noir.
Huh.
Yeah.
Pinot Noir.
Which is
That's interesting.
our new wine is Vida, which is my daughter's name, and that's all from his Pinot Noir.
Oh, real cool.
Yeah.
So okay, so your dad has Cab Sauv. You said Cab Sauv, Syrah, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
And here on the property, I know you have Malbec.
Yep.
I know you have a big chunk of Malbec, and you have Syrah as well.
Malbec, Syrah, Merlot, Cab Franc, Petit Verdot, Kerner, Viognier, Chardonnay. Nope.
No.
What am I missing?
Yeah.
Pinot
Oh,
Noir.
and there's Pinot. There you go.
There's 9. And there's a little row of Mourvèdre.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa. Really?
Kerner.
And the Kerner. Yes, the Kerner. Okay. And so when you started with nostalgia, let's say Oliver Twist with the like, did you have a specific vision of which style of wine you wanted to make? To say, I'm a big and bold type of wine girl, and I'm gonna go after like these big juicy wine, or what was the idea?
I was really, because I grew up in orchards and my family have fruit markets, I have all the flavors of fruits growing up. So I really wanted to make fruit forward whites and rosés, and also the reds be fruity. But I trained at Cassini Cellars, who's known to have big, bold reds. And so he taught me the whole process of how to make red wine. And then the whites I learned more here at Oliver Twist. So kind of combining both of those places helped me create those profiles.
What is the rock star child back there? Is there the Syrah?
Syrah.
Yeah,
That's my baby.
that's the baby. There you go.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the award a little later on. But yeah, you've been crushing it. Your Syrah's been kicking asses like big time.
Yeah, and unfortunately with the freeze, we lost probably half of the plants, but they're coming back from the ground, so they're self-rooted.
Okay.
So it's actually coming really nice. We have a big crop this year again. So
Well, that is cool because 25 was a wonderful bounce back year, I guess, right?
And we had a big crop then too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Rebecca gets to make a lot of Syrah this year.
Yeah. which is really cool because we're seeing a lot of winery owner, viticulturists, or the consultant will suggest to pull out the
And
Syrah
they did.
and plant Cap Franc.
Yep.
Cap Franc's coming out really strong down south here.
Yep.
And you said, no,
Nope.
not here.
Syrah, just
Eh?
give it a chance.
Our people from Ontario are going to be really happy to hear that because we have a lot of Syrah lover out there.
Oh, good.
And I mean, Rebecca will be able to talk about it a little more after, but there's not a ton of Syrah growing in Niagara.
No.
It's really hard to find just a few plot here and there. So our Eastern Canada people count on you guys
Okay.
here in the Okanagan and the Similkameen
Yeah.
to keep growing Syrah. So that's a very, very, very good news. Let's talk about Malbec a little bit because I've been blown away with what I'm tasting. Okay. There's a Malbec Petit Verdot that absolutely blew my socks off. We're going to talk about it a little later, but Malbec is one of your diamond here on the property.
So we actually, none of these, the Malbec you've been tasting comes from this property.
See how I know it?
It's just north of Oliver. It's actually a terrace vineyard. It's only 2 acres, 1 acre of Malbec, and you have to hold the rope when you climb it because it's so steep. It's our first pick is usually first week of September, and the bricks are usually around like 26 to 28 bricks. So that's why.
Okay, wait a minute. You said the first week?
They're one of the first grapes we bring in.
Where is that bottle? Because I think it was the 2020 or the 15.5% alcohol. And you said you picked in mid-September?
So the vineyard it faces full sun exposure from morning to night.
That is crazy.
It is. I'm taking Rebecca there next week. She's pretty excited.
That is awesome because Mira and I were looking at the pictures on your website, and she said, "Carl, come here. Look at that vineyard.
Yes,
it's crazy." So I was in there. Like, is it the home vineyard? I was like, no, it's impossible. Not the home vineyard. I said, it must be their dad's vineyard. No.
Mr. Gableman. And so when we pick it, he actually has like a system where he has a sled attached to a pulley, and you put them in the sled, and they slowly come down the hill.
That is really cool. Really cool.
A good hike.
Okay. One more question for you because I'm going to bring Rebecca in a second. But so you produce this beautiful black label here, which is the family collection. Alongside the other, this is a nostalgia collection. Can you tell us what is the difference between the two label? For me, on my side, what I'm seeing, so obviously a little bit more affordable price, usually on the white label and the teal top. Here, I see sometimes, like for most of what I'm tasting, some deep concentration, something more precise, something a little bit more depth and layered. And the case production is usually much smaller. So what is the difference between the two?
It's more, I think, starts with the winemaking. So when we work on our blends, we always want to start with the family collection. So that's the highest end, and we really focus and concentrate on this wine. Because we know it's a superior barrel or superior tank, and we know it's going to be so good. So we put a lot of effort into the family collection, and then maybe there's some barrels that aren't showing as well, so we know they're going to go into the nostalgia tier.
Is this start in the vineyard? Sometimes you have some row in particular, some block, that's usually goes in the family.
Yes.
And
more expensive barrels.
Yeah.
Right, from France.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a lot of higher end things going into that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. In the smaller production.
And then we have the pinup series.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
And it's pretty darn delicious too.
That's my previous life.
That's your
not a pinup, but
yeah. There you go. This one. And that
so prior to making wine, I was actually pinstriping and airbrushing hot rods and semi trucks and helmets and motorbikes and
this is just a legend. This is that should not be. It's not true. No, you're just making that shit up.
For 7 years, I went to vineyard school, dropped out, and went to Vegas and learned all the techniques.
It's really cool. It's so cool. I love it.
And so this is my previous life before making wine. And the designer is actually an artist, a pinup artist from San Diego area, and he's been designing pinup girls forever. He's 80 something now. He's worked with us to create the girls, and And
That is
that's
so
why,
cool.
they're good wines. I mean, that's allowing me to blend and like have fun with it.
Blind taste the other day. You know Richard De Soto? So Richard family has to be So is Vino Tinto, which is a little bit of like blind taste the other day. I said, "Oh, this is Richard's Tinto. Is it the new vintage or something?" It's like, "No, this is the wine from Nostalgia." So I confused your one with the one of Richard's wine. So, but when I was looking at the blend, it was fairly similar. So I was not that far off.
Well, it's American, but with Syrah.
Yeah, and I always said I love Ameritage with Syrah. It just brings a little bit more of the spiciness and a little humph that I put in my tasting note today. I like it. Gina, this is so amazing. Beautiful property. How many acres do you have here on the property?
17 acres and then about 15 planted.
15 planted. There's and you the family farm in Osoyoos.
It has 21 acres and 16 planted.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is the most produced grapes usually on
his property?
Yeah, on both combined?
My dad's would be Cab Sauv. That's
Okay.
his biggest blocks. And in here, I think my biggest block is going to be Cab Franc, and then Syrah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
It just popped up in my head, and we'll talk with Rebecca about that as well. This Cab Franc could be the national red.
I think so.
Hey?
Yeah, and it's just hearty.
Something fun I have to tell you. My Cab Franc marathon last year, we had 70 Cab Franc from all over the country. I had one Cab Franc from Nova Scotia. A 2-acre block right on the bluff overseeing the Bait Fundy. And they do 1 barrel of pure red wine every year.
Huh.
And it's so cool, right? And when we taste Cab Franc, I had some extensive tasting about the Niagara Cab Franc, which I really think it's the Ontario King grape and type of red, and more we taste here in the Okanagan, the Simil Camine. I believe that might be the up and coming red grape varietal.
And then it'll survive our winters.
That's it.
So
That's it. Your accountant, your bank manager are all very happy with Cab Franc.
Yeah.
Much more than Syrah, I believe.
Yes, definitely. But they take chances.
We sure do. And our people across the country are really excited about what's coming up. And we're going to taste a little later the 2022 Syrah. That's coming up. Gina, thank you so much. Thanks for having us. Beautiful property. It is amazing. And we'll bring Rebecca for a few minutes. Thank you so much. Woo-hoo!
Fine.
Ontario girl.
Yes.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. So funny. A couple months ago, show up in the tasting room. It's like we look at each other like, whoa, we know each other. And from the good old days of Bellaterra.
That's right.
That is so
my very first vintage.
That is
was
with Fred. There you go, right? Hey, come and cuddle with me a little bit so Instagram can see both of us.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you need a glass of wine?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I guess yeah. I mean,
won't say no.
we won't say no. Here you go. Here. I got your back.
Fantastic.
When did you move out west?
So I moved out to BC in 2017. Been out here for about 8 years until 2024, and then I went back to Ontario for another year and a half, and then just came back here to work at Nostalgia in February.
That is. And how did you find Nostalgia? How's that whole thing happen?
Well, I mean, I've always known about Nostalgia from working in the Valley, and was just really excited to join the team. It's a great team. So I'm really excited to do my first vintage here. I'm looking forward to it. It's a awesome winery to work at, great team. So yeah, very excited.
Bunch of girls going wild. And Jack. And Jack.
Yeah.
Where did you work here in the Valley?
So I did my first vintage at Checkmate.
Okay.
And that was just a harvest position.
Yep.
And then I was at Hester Creek for about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to Play Winery in Penticton. And then I moved to Ontario, was at Laley Winery and in Niagara Lake, and then came here.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Hester Creek, well, I love Mark. I love what he does there. Great team, absolutely. And I guess that you and Rachel met at Hester Creek, right?
Yes, we did. Yeah, a long time ago.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm burning. I guess just dying to ask you that question. Is what is the biggest difference between Niagara, mostly Niagara on the Lake,
Yeah.
because you were at Belterra, you're at Lely, so Niagara on the Lake.
Yep.
And before, when I look at the degree days,
Mhm.
Osoyoos and 4 Mile Creek are fairly similar on a
They
yearly basis.
are.
Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is similar. But I would still say that the major difference is definitely the climate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here we are sitting in the warmest vineyard site in Canada, just here on the Black Sage Bench. So I would say that would definitely be the biggest difference. It's so much colder in Ontario, especially Niagara on the Lake. So just, different varietals being grown, different vineyard practices put in place. So yeah, I would say the biggest difference definitely would be the climates from there and here, for
Should we
sure.
say that the humidity?
The
that
humidity,
is
for
more-
sure.
yeah.
Yes, it's much humid, so higher disease pressure.
Yeah.
Um,
Spring technique, spring
Definitely.
strategy are completely different.
Completely.
Completely
for sure.
different.
And I mean, even the varietals too,
Yeah.
and the wine styles are very different, just from those two different regions as well.
In terms of the dirt
Mhm.
underneath, what's the biggest difference in what
I
you
mean, I would
hear?
say it was a lot heavier clay
Yeah.
in Niagara on the Lake. Than here it's so sandy and a little bit of gravel. So yeah, I mean, again, you're gonna get two totally different wine styles and grape growing techniques. Vineyard practices are also going to be very different with the different soil types. So yeah, you definitely just have to adapt to each site and make the changes that works well with your grape varietals.
Do you approach your barrel program in a different way from here to over there, or is that nothing? It's more about the philosophy of the winery.
I
There's
think
nothing to
so.
do
It's
with the
a little
winery.
bit more of the philosophy
Yeah.
and the style of
Yeah.
wines that we're making. I'm still learning the vineyard site here, so this harvest, I'm really excited because we're going to do a lot of barrel experiments with
Yeah.
different coopers. So that'll be interesting. And so I think once I get to learn the site a little bit better and see what works, then I think that will influence the barrel program in the future for sure.
And you're looking more for French?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
French,
Yeah.
tiny bit of American.
Very small bit,
Very
but
small bit.
I prefer, predominantly French oak.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Are you a toasty type of
I'm
girl?
like a
Mid?
medium
Yeah.
toast kind of
Medium
girl.
toast type of
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, nothing that you don't want to be too overpowering. You
No.
want the fruit to be integrated, the oak to be integrated. So yeah, I mean, I want the vineyard. I'm more vineyard driven in my
Yeah.
winemaking style. So you really want the sites to speak for itself, and you don't want it to be overpowered by any other oak influences. So
Yeah, I know that Gina's very excited for the Syrah. How's
Yeah.
the hey, are you?
very excited. Syrah is actually my favorite grape varietal
There you
to
go.
drink and
Yeah.
make. So yeah, I'm super excited about the Syrah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how's the 26th
Everything,
season
yeah.
looking right now?
Season's looking really good.
Like things are turning right now. Very
Oh yeah, we have Horizon started a couple weeks ago,
Couple weeks
so
ago
we're
already,
about,
right?
I would say, a week and a half to 2 weeks sooner than we
Okay.
were last year.
Yeah.
Yep. So maybe probably a little bit earlier of a harvest this year. So
Yeah,
things
that's
are
what I'm hearing from pretty much
Mhm.
everyone across the valley.
Yeah.
Like it's like a week
Yeah.
early.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll put you on the spot here. It was
Okay.
not planned at all. You kick me, hit me if you don't feel like it. But
Sure.
the smoke, it's
Yep.
all across the news. Everyone's talking about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously there's an impact. It feels a bit more humid right now.
Very
But
humid. It almost feels like Ontario here right now. It's so humid.
Not that much. Not that much. People down a little bit though, okay? Because there's a sense of panic outside of the wine region, and there's a lot of people know. Like people hear about there's smoke, there's fire in the region. There you go. Wines are going to be smoky this year. Let's calm down, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, because it doesn't work that
No.
way. So you need to be close to a source of fire,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing near here.
No, I mean the closest fires right now are in Washington.
Yeah.
And the smoke and the haze is just coming from the wind. So there's not any detriment to the grapes. So yeah, I mean I think this vintage will be fine.
And I think the biggest impact right now is about the sun ray, right? You
Right.
don't have as much sun,
Exactly.
and the humidity is coming a little
Yeah.
bit
So we
higher,
just
right?
have to worry a little bit more about mildew.
Yeah.
And so we'll just change some of our vineyard practices for that. But
Yeah.
I mean, the smoke tomorrow could, if the wind changes direction, it'll be completely gone.
Yeah.
So it's not really anything to worry about at this stage for our grape.
It's a little bit more worrisome up north of the
Yeah.
valley, right?
Mhm.
With what's happening in Vernon
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
all that. Here, I mean, this is a fairly safe area right
Yeah.
now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so we'll talk about Syrah. Uh, what else? Like, tell me, like, what you're looking for that 2026, your first harvest. Oops, someone's calling me. No, I'm just joking.
So for me, I'm like I said, I'm definitely more vineyard driven. So just keeping the freshness, keeping the natural acidity in the fruit, and with the reds, just getting that ripeness, making sure all of the reds reach you know, just the phenolic ripeness, you know, sugar ripeness, just making sure everything is approachable yet still age worthy, and just keeping more of that fruit, those fruit components.
You've been tasting through barrels
Yep.
from the 25 because
Mhm.
25 was an exceptional
Yes.
bounce
It was
back
amazing.
vintage, right?
Yes, it was a great
In
vintage.
terms of crops.
Yep.
So all the accountants and the bank manager had their smile back
Yep.
up, right, Gina? Yeah, you got to get them off your back a little bit. There's a lot of wine in barrels,
Yep.
and the quality. I'm hearing, and obviously I've been tasting with a lot of
Mhm.
people. Like, it's so exciting
Yeah.
what's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, our 25s are looking great, so we'll probably keep them in barrel for about another year. Typically, our reds are from a year and a half to 2 years,
Yeah.
so they'll be bottled late spring of 2027. Yeah, and we have a few surprises for everyone.
Well, that's where I'm going. So don't let me hang here. So surprise like.
So we do have some Syrah in barrel. So a lot of Syrah was damaged in the frost in 23 and 24. So our vineyard was able to produce quite a bit of Syrah in 2025. So that's super exciting for us because it's been a couple years since we were able to make a Syrah. So definitely looking forward to that.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm experiencing a lot of Syrah conversation. So we're gonna crack open that darn Syrah very, very soon because we're gonna taste live that new 2022.
Yeah.
We got gold last week. That I'm very excited. But last thing for you, okay?
Yeah.
It's huh? Oh, everyone got it. Oh, okay. So wait a minute. I like to be the first. I'm not. So I'm gonna ask the crowd first, right? What they think. But people who know Carl's Wine Club, people who are listening, they know I'm a Chardonnay freak. I don't know if you heard about my Chardonnay marathon that we did 2 years ago.
I do.
116 Chardonnay that we tasted in 8 hours.
That is amazing.
It was 116, Mira, right? 116 that we tasted. 116 Chardonnay. That's the right number. Yeah, it is over an 8 hour show. I taste them all. And so yeah, I love Chardonnay. I absolutely love that grape varietal. I think, to my opinion, too long. The unoak, like the high 8 oak Chardonnay, went so far, and the pendulum swing to unoak. That I'm saying that I don't like unoak Chardonnay, but I think it went kind of too far.
It's a different style.
I don't like oak in my Chardonnay movement. Almost killed me. I'm just joking. I know. So when I was looking, it's gone. I love that. And people who are listening to us are going to love that because when I usually crack open the wine, smell, taste first without looking at any tasting notes, any text sheet, any other critics or anything. And I did this. So I knew like there was like almost like at least 40% barrel in there, new oak. And this is 50% new oak. Thanks God for Oak Chardonnay. God bless Oak Chardonnay. So is it the style of the house here that bigger oaky Chardonnay.
I think
Because
that would be
that fruit
Yep.
can handle it.
Yeah, and I think it really
Absolutely.
depends on the vintage year, but I think if the fruit can handle a little bit more oak, then
Yeah.
that is sort of the direction that I'd also prefer.
Yeah.
As a winemaker, you get a lot more complexity, working with different toast levels, different barrels, different coopers. So it can really make a very interesting Chardonnay.
And we just got back from Burgundy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we had a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
25. What's the give us a little preview of Chardonnay 25, what you have in there?
So we've already bottled our 25 Chardonnay. So it's actually a lighter style of Chardonnay.
Where's the warehouse? Jack!
Actually, we just released it to the tasting room weeks ago. Yes. Yep. So it's there, available for everyone. So it's about 51% oak, 49% is stainless steel. So very different style.
Okay.
Under
the steel,
our white label.
under the other label.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I have to say, 92 points on this one. I love the richness. I like the power. I like the texture. 100 cases. So keep going
Chardonnay is one of my favorites too. So
thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. I wanted to say, like, if you guys are expecting me to end at 6 sharp, ain't gonna happen. Okay, it never does anyway. So. Thanks for joining. I will bring Rachel next, okay? Here's the most organized person in the whole BC wine industry. Definitely. Rachel, how's it going?
Good. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having us. I mean, what an incredible lineup that you put together.
Right.
Holy
so
shit.
many award winners in the lineup, which is kind of what I'm going to chat with you about. I actually had to create some cheat sheets because some of these wines are really, they're club exclusive. They're not released. So they're not wines that we're talking about every day in the shop. So I wanted to have all of the information fresh in front of me about all the awards for the different wines we've got.
Like I mentioned to you earlier, I mentioned in the introduction, I usually taste the wines on 3-4 days into my process, right? And I was looking at Mira and saying, I feel like I need a week to dig deeper into that lineup. Crap that there's so many incredible wines, like the little treasure, little gem with such a small production.
Absolutely.
And I mean, these wines don't ever leave the tasting room here and your club members.
That's
like,
right.
I mean, this is pretty much the core of what you guys do, right?
Yeah, and small lot, right? So they're pretty exclusive. We're just making these little bits of them, which just makes them that much more special as well. And not only have the wines won some awards, but also the winery itself. So in 2024 Wine Align, we were number 3 top 10 small winery, number 5 top 10 BC winery, and number 7 out of the top 25 Canadian wineries. Yeah.
So number 3, yes. I mean, number 3 on the top small winery, it's a huge fact.
Absolutely.
It's incredible. Yeah. And what's your yearly production, let's say, on an average year, right? I mean,
roughly about 5,000 cases. As we all know, we had those frosts over the last couple of years, so we didn't produce as much. There were just a few wines to get us through that bit of a hurdle. So in 2025 we did about 3,500 cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so nice bounce back.
Absolutely. So
did you do anything in 24? A few wineries had a lot of wineries had to go down to Washington States. I don't think that anything survived here, not in terms of death line, but in terms of the primary and secondary buds.
Right. So we had produced a Pinot Gris and a Sauvignon Blanc from Washington State. And we actually loved that Sauvignon Blanc so much that in 2025, we were like, let's source some local fruit. Let's do another Sauvignon Blanc. So that's in your lineup.
Oh, so the Washington one was the first one the first Sauvignon Blanc that you made on the lineup.
Yeah.
And I experienced that with other producers. They went to source and they like what they've done, and they kind of pivoted a little bit and start to produce that type of wine too. So
Yeah, it was
I mean,
super
there was
popular.
not only a bad thing. I mean, no, it wasn't good. We lost all of our fruits, but I mean, in terms of uh new thing to do, right? In terms of new uh inspiration, in terms of new things. Like, I mean, he brought some cool stuff to the industry.
We think of those things as kind of a negative, but there's always something positive, a
Yeah.
learning experience,
Mhm.
finding something new, sourcing some new fruit that we haven't had before. And so there's always a silver lining. And I think that's kind of where we were looking this year is, yeah, that's the Sauvignon
So
Blanc.
that's the first Sauvignon Blanc with fruits from
This is local.
this
So
is
it's
local.
Right on the border, Oliver Soyuz is right in that middle ground.
Okay, and what 560 cases. So it's one of the biggest lots that you guys have made. Wow. 100% stainless steel.
Yes.
Yeah, fresh, crisp. But the difference is when I've seen it, it's not that uber grassy, super like grapefruit, gooseberry. There's some tropical notes on that too.
Yeah.
There's some orchard fruit coming up. There's that
Little
passion
lime
fruit.
zest.
Exactly, right? So when we look at my tasting notes, mentioning that this kind of a blend of ripe orchard, a little bit of tropical, and also that classic citrus middle frame who
Yeah.
brings that typical Sauvignon Blanc.
Absolutely, but not overwhelming.
Acidity. It's just
No.
enough to keep it bright,
Yeah.
fresh, easy.
Is it something that you think that the boss is going to keep producing? Or
I think so.
yeah, yeah, the winemaking team out there. Is it something who's going to stay on the lineup? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah,
A little savvy bee.
yeah. There you go. There you go. If you guys like that, it's part of the 6 bottle discovery pack, by the way, and there's more coming in the next few years. So that is a good, really good news. Second, that's the rosé.
Yes.
Okay. Seigneur rosé, I mentioned it in the introduction, and sometimes it's too heavy, or I can feel it's kind of a chill red wine. Not this.
Not this.
Not
This is
this.
French style. This is light. It's more like, I call it tart fruit. It's like the rhubarb, the raspberry, the
Yeah.
cranberry coming through.
There's some term that I would use for a press rosé. And the color, it's not overwhelming dark. I mean, this is bright, this is crisp, lots of cherry, crushed raspberry, beautiful acid.
We like to have a
Beautiful
little bit
acid.
of color in our rosé.
Yep.
So it has that really beautiful color to it, and it's nice and dry too. I know people's heads go to rosé being really sweet sometimes. This one is 0.7 grams of residual sugar per liter. Rebecca says it's less than 1, it's none.
I love that line. And yeah, it's not because it's a little darker that it's sweeter.
That's right.
That's
That's
one
right.
thing that we need to understand. Not because it's darker that it's sweeter. Merlot dominant, Cap Sauv, a little bit of Cap Franc.
And just a splash of Pinot Noir in here too.
That's the splash of Pinot Noir. Ah, there you go. From the property here.
It's actually going to be from Gina Stat's site.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a 91 points because, like I said, it's probably one of the Seigneur rosé that I have rated the highest. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my absolute favorites. If
Yep.
I'm here sipping on the patio,
This is likely what's in my glass. So.
Yeah. Beautiful rosé. That is fun. It's not too cerebral, not something that you feel like you need to think about it. No, easy going, bright acid. I'm a sucker for acidity, especially in my rosé. So well done. You guys know that rosé? Yeah? Is it something that you guys enjoy? Yeah? Perfect. Buy it by the case. I think so. That's the deal here. It's a buy by the case type of rosé.
There's a few familiar faces here that I've seen sipping some rosés.
Yeah. Well, what a beautiful spot to have a nice bottle of rosé. So tell me about what's the deal with the old cars and all that? Is it something that's
Well, it ties into Gina's background, right, with the pinstriping, airbrushing. It ties into that idea of nostalgia and
there you go.
our pinup series line of wines as well. So it kind of all ties together and brings people back to those memories.
Beautiful site. I just love what you guys do here. It is really, really serene, I should say. Um, let's get back to one of my favorite, Chardonnay. I give it a 92 points. I think this wine won some award at some point because it's a 2022 vintage. 22 showing beautifully right now. Well balanced alcohol at 13, above like 13.1. So I like my Chard usually below 13 and a half. And yeah, despite the 50% new oak that I love, this wine's still light on his feet. It's
Absolutely.
not heavy. And that's where you score, to my opinion, when you got new oak and you avoid the heavy like delivery, right? So nice acid.
I'm a huge Chardonnay fan, so I love
You
this
too?
one
That's why
because
we're
it
friends.
right
That's why we're friends.
because it's like fresh Chardonnay on the front. Those first few sips, it's the yellow skin apple, the little bit of floral, the little bit of citrus. Swallow it, that nice little bit of oak and that little creme brulee, that little butterscotchy note at the back.
Yeah. Yeah, that little almond cookie, just like to let you know that there's a little toast on the barrel and it's right there, but balanced. 100 cases. So that's why I'm asking the question because I have some Chardonnay fanatic in this, especially in Ontario.
I know. I had
Um,
to take the cases that we
yeah,
save for you
yeah.
and hide them because if
There you go.
there
But we
is,
should keep these
yeah.
guys here a little away from the pile. Chardonnay too. So awesome. Any award other than that 92 points, Carl?
And that should be back there. So
And that should be back. And that should be back. You know what? We needed a little break before we talk about the reds, right? Because the red selection is absolutely spectacular. So welcome back, everyone. We are back here in Oliver. We're at Nostalgia Winery talking with Rachel. And we just quickly had an overview of the Rosé, the Chardonnay, and the Sauvignon Blanc. And now we're going to talk about the red. There's many, many reds that we have to cover. So let's fire up, because I always say, if you put a splash of Syrah in my Bordeaux blend, I'm a happy guy.
good.
I'm a real happy guy.
We've done that.
And you've done just that. This is the Rockabilly Red. Meritage blend, I believe it's Cab Sauv dominant, is it?
This one is actually Merlot dominant. So
What do I know?
50% Merlot. And then we've got 23% Syrah in there.
Yeah.
There is some Cab Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and a little bit of Malbec as well. And so this is part of the pinup line. So, I mean, Rockabilly, she deserves a little spicy, kicky edge to what would normally be a classic Bordeaux style.
And that's what a Syrah does, bring a little bit of a
It's nice.
spice, right? So, gold medal, right?
Yes.
Wine line, that was the big
In-
year, the
Yeah, in
2024,
2024.
when you guys like got everything. So nice Bordeaux been 67 cases. So this is a bigger production for you guys,
Yes.
even if it's a very small for many, many wineries. But fruits from the two farms combined,
Yes.
a little bit of purchased fruit as well. Do you guys purchase any fruit, or is it just exclusively from the two farms?
We do. I mean, I know when you were talking to Gina earlier, she talked a little bit about Gableman.
Oh yeah,
So we
exactly.
do
You're
get
right.
some fruit from there.
Mhm.
And then we've done wines where we've sourced some local fruit as well, not just from Gina's dad's property, but also from some neighboring vineyard sites too. So this one will be a little bit of combination. When it comes to our Merlot, typically the majority of it comes from our site. We typically get anywhere from about 10 to 20% from local growers,
Okay.
including Gina's dad.
Okay.
All of the Cabernet Sauvignon comes from Gina's dad's site.
Okay.
So
And usually always South Okanagan, Oliver down, Oliver and Osoyoos.
yeah, for the most part.
For the most part.
I know there's some like bordering on that kind of just north of
Yeah,
Oliver,
Gallagher Lake. Yeah.
area.
Yeah. I saw that, but this is like just so fun. 92 plus, and the price point. That's where, to me,
It is.
it takes like from 92 to 92 plus. The price point came into the equation here. Well priced. We don't see some fantastic wine under $30.
Yeah, it's good value. It's good bang for your buck. Absolutely.
Exactly. I just absolutely love that. So we had to put that in the 6-pack. Like, well done. So here you go. That's the pinup.
It's from the pinup.
The Rockabilly Red. There you go. Now let's move on to the Cab Merlot.
Yeah.
That's here, Cab Merlot, right here, 2022. So now you guys are mostly on the 2020 vintage, starting to release slowly the 22s, correct?
So this one got released right around Thanksgiving
Okay.
of 2025. It is a silver medal winner at both Wine Align and Savor Northwest as well. Similar blend to Rockabilly, but we've got a little bit more barrel influence here. So we got a little bit more oak influence coming through on this wine.
That shows in the price a little bit. You see a little increase in price, but more texture, more complexity.
Exactly.
So that's the one thing I wasn't sure. Is like, okay, it's a Cab Merlot on the label. There's Syrah in the blend.
Still some Syrah.
Yeah. So similar. So what's the? Do you have an idea of the split here? We're talking more of like a 20% Syrah.
It's still going to be that 23%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
This one's just a little like bigger, older. It's got a little oomph to it. To me, Rockabilly is that very versatile crowd pleaser, really hard to go wrong with. This is like that little bit more of that kick. A little bigger.
Bigger, a little bit juicier.
Yeah.
A little bit more tannin too.
Yes.
So can we see it's a little bit of the oak influence, maybe like pick up the tannin a little bit?
Absolutely.
Skin contact a little longer.
Yeah.
This is awesome. 91 points and 230 cases made. So slow, smaller production.
Definitely smaller, but it's still a decent amount for our overall production, comparatively speaking.
No, definitely. And boy, okay, and especially for the 6-pack, because we had some people over maybe like a couple weeks ago, and I had to do the tasting notes for the Meritage, and I like to see people's reaction. It gives me a good indication on where I'm going with that, right? So, and I pour a glass of the Meritage, and the reaction was, "What the fuck is that, Carl?" I'm like, "Whoa, do you like it?" He said, "I want to buy a case of that." So I was like, "That must be good. That must be good, right?" So let's get the bottle here. That's the Meritage. That's the 2020 Meritage, which is 2020 outstanding vintage. On the back of the 2019, which was a cooler vintage, and we get to 2020 bolder, especially from down here.
Yeah.
Like you get like the typical bold, bold South Okanagan delivery. I love the 13.5%.
Yeah, it's not super high,
That's
right?
it.
It's
Like,
not medium.
exactly, right? That precision, that also balance, the super layered, super classic, gold medal. Yeah.
This one is so nice. What I love about our Meritage, for the most part, out of say the last 6 vintages, 2 of them have been Cab Sauv dominant.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority of them, like this 2020, are Merlot dominant. 2019 was a Cab Sauv dominant year.
Oh, okay.
But definitely some more acidity on it. It's a little brighter because we've got that cooler year. Yeah.
On like leaner, sometimes they have the negative connotation. I don't mean leaner. I just say less volume, a little bit more tension, maybe.
This is 2020.
But this
got
is
that perfect.
this is bold. Oh yeah. It's bold. It's bold stress. It's a nice kick in the ass. I love that. It's like everything you want from a South Okanagan big bold wine. It's right there. I give it a 94 points. I really don't do that often. Usually these wines are the one that I usually. What's going on out there? Huh? That's how good the Meritage is. That's what's happening. People are having fun out there. I love it. I love the ambiance. You guys are great. So 94 points. Usually that's the ones that I put in consideration for the one by top 10 wine of the year. Yeah, and this was a no-brainer. Like the 94 point, but there's not a lot of that.
No,
there was 260 cases made, but now you are down to down to the wire.
Yes, there's not a whole heck of a lot of this one left, and it's definitely a sought after wine for sure.
Yeah.
So it is hiding in the cellar.
And you guys are gonna release the 22. Are you like releasing 22 and waiting for the 21, or 21 are already gone? How's that work?
We are through most of our 21s.
Okay.
We actually have 21 Merlot, which is like 5 cases of it left.
Okay.
21 Syrah, also very low. It's more.
Oh, these are exclusive. These are exclusive, though. These are not available anywhere. Anyway, so this is a wine club exclusive. So I mean, you need to call me personally.
That's right.
That's right. Now let's do 3 bottles of Cab Sauv, rapid fire. Okay, 19, 20, 20, 19, 20, and 22. Okay, let's do that quick.
All from Gina's dad's property.
Okay.
No. You got some Malbec there. Again, we are looking at that.
Ouch. Whoops.
Right?
We can start the party.
Shit. Live. It happened. We have a fun story about breaking a glass live. It happened with the Gabriel glass, the gold version of it, the $80 a piece. And sorry, I'll pay. What? 120. Yeah. And Mira sat on one. Yeah, she sat on one live during the show. And apparently my face went
Oh,
Right? Yeah. Anyway, so sorry about that. My apology.
that's part of
Uh,
the business.
That's fun. Yeah.
Break
Yeah.
glasses around here. for sure.
We sure do. 2020, 2019. So what I just mentioned here was the difference of vintage. And I think that's why it's so incredibly interesting to get these three together.
And this is what I love about what we do here, not just with the Cabernet Sauvignon, but with the Syrah, because we source those both from the same vineyard sites. Syrah, 100% from our vineyard site. Cabernet Sauvignon, 100% from Gina's dad's site. When we talk about vintage variation, we can taste it in every glass as we're tasting through this. And I love the story in the bottle. I love that each one showcases so differently, and you can really see the difference in what was happening out in the world that year.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I love about what we do here. And we keep it from the same side.
And definitely the 19 shows much cooler.
Yeah.
You feel it with
Fresh.
yeah,
oily,
it's like
acidity.
there's that mint and eucalyptus almost coming up. And you get to the 20, bolder, richer, tannin, fuller, and 22 now, and you get the tension, the edges. The edges are much more precise.
Back to a bit of
Yeah.
a cooler.
Yeah,
spring
exactly,
season.
right? It's kind of, to me, 22 is kind of right in between. Because you got like the tension of the 19, but also the ripeness of the 20 of the 2020. You have it really, really late fall in 22, right? It was a slow start, but the grapes ripen really late in the season, and that's why Cap Silver is so very good. I give it a 92 plus. Is it? No, I switched it this morning on day 5 to 93. Yeah, it just kept improving over and over and over and over again. So I just thought it was fantastic. Any big award that we should know about the cabs?
Yeah, so 22 were Wine Align Gold in 2026. Going to
So you
our
mean last week?
yes, yeah.
Okay, that was just okay. Breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. Gold medal.
2020 were silver in 2024 Wine Align,
Okay.
and then the 2019 was silver at Savor Northwest in 2023.
So that's Washington State, Oregon, Okanagan.
Yeah, it covers, just as it sounds like, the whole Northwest coast, right?
Okay. There you go. So that's for the cab. So if you look for an experience where you can taste vintage variation, that's the way to go. I love that. This is really obvious when you get these. And
And you're putting them together in a 3-pack.
yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Why
Well,
not?
I'm not putting them. You will. You don't want. You see what I just did with your glassware? You don't want me in your warehouse. Okay? You don't want to do that. I say, okay, this now we're gonna do quickly the Malbec. Malbec 2020, Malbec 2022, and the Petit Verdot Malbec, which was look for my top 10 wine of the year at the end of the year. You'll see that wine right on my top 10 wine of the year.
It is one of my favorites.
Holy shit. This is so good, so unique. Unique but not weird.
Right.
Like sometimes you have unique wine, you're like, yeah, you know what? That's unique. No, that's different, but it's so good. We don't have it here. We lost the bottle. Yeah.
Brought it over here. There we go. I got it. Absolutely.
Here you go, guys. Those you watching, pour some in your glass.
So we grow both Malbec and Petit Verdot here on our site. We will source a little bit from other properties because we only have one row of Petit Verdot. That's it.
One
row.
and we're here or at the other part?
It's here.
It's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it starts at our gate, and it's the very first row up against the road. So it's the grapes you see as soon as you enter. Petit Verdot's going to be on your right side, and Merlot on your left.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, 50-50 Merlot, 50-50 Petit Verdot Malbec. This wine absolutely knocked my socks off. And now I think it won the big award too.
It did. That one is actually platinum.
That's the thing with platinum. I mean, like sometimes gold, you have a list. Like, but platinum, you get one or two wines in every category. You get platinum. Like,
So 2024 Wine Align Platinum with that one. The two Malbecs that you have here in front of you. So the 2020 was actually best in category in 2024, and it won double gold.
at the All Canadian. At the All Canadian, I give it a 92 points, and All Canadian said that was the best Malbec in Canada. Wow.
We do Malbec so well here, right?
Yeah.
We're South Okanagan, hot weather, right? We have that great ripening time, so it can be very rich and jammy, dark fruit, meaty, all the things you want in a Malbec.
That's the last wine I tasted. Okay. And I think I opened it last night. I give it a 93 plus. I was surprised because I do my first 2 days of tasting, and after that I do my research, and I saw that the All Canadian, the Wine Line gave it a silver. I was like, you guys are on crack or what? This is much better than a silver. And 93 plus here. If you want Mira to pass that bottle along, because I'm not going to bring it back home. If anyone wants to, that was freshly opened yesterday evening. Yeah, that's the one you said. I have enough. So I thought it was so classic Malbec. A little bit more than the 2020. There was more freshness, more definition. I would say the floral component was a little present, to my opinion.
Again, we're drawing on that little bit of a cooler start to season.
Yeah. And the finish to me was just an absolute beauty. 93 plus points for me. And just a double gold, best of category. So we have with the Malbec, we have a platinum, 94 points. We also have a 93 plus and a 92. There you go. So I'm seeing that there's the music people who probably want to start their set. So I have one thing that I have to do. It's to taste the 2022 Syrah. Okay. And I will do that very quickly. While I'm tasting it, do you mind to start with to talk about the platinum winner 2020 Syrah? Do you mind if I open this one?
So we've got the 2020 Syrah, and Carl is pouring himself a little bit of the 2022 Syrah. Again, I really love 100% from our vineyard site. These are both part of our family collection. The 2020, I'm just going to make sure I've got it right. It is a platinum winner in 2023 at Wine Align. And the 2022 took gold this year. Again, that's just as of the last couple of weeks when they really released those results. And with the 2020, we actually only produced 94 cases of it. So it's super small lot.
Wow, really, really tiny production. And that 22 is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I think and it's like, I repeat myself over again, 2020 versus 2023. There's definitely that vintage typicity here. There's definitely more precision, more edges. Obviously, the tannins are a little bit more snappier right now, but I love that. I'm a sucker for younger wine. She loves older wine, softer wine. I'm not that old. Don't look at me like that. That's but I like it young, fresh, and vibrant with tannin. That's how I like my wine. This is like obviously very young.
Yeah, and we do co-ferment with a little bit of Viognier here. So there's a little splash of Viognier in each of our Syrah vintages. So that also amplifies.
What is the split?
It's just going to be 2%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it just brings in that floral, that violet, a little darker,
and
that color stabilization.
The floral component. I I have to say, okay, and I don't think it ever happened again. Ever happened before, outside of a Thomas Batchelder offer that we've done. I've never did 394 points. I'm debating because I gave 93 plus to the 2020. That 22 is right there at the same level.
It is.
Absolutely. There's the same kind of oak. I would say this is a little bit more pure. Is it A little less oak.
We do 100% French oak with
Yeah.
both of them.
And what is the percentage of new? Do you know? No.
We use, and this is obviously generalizations,
Mhm.
but we use roughly a third new barrels
Mm.
with most of our wines, especially when we're looking at the Syrah and say the Americas as examples.
That's definitely the level of the 2020. Maybe a little higher for me. I will finish the score tomorrow because I really want to taste it the next day as well. But at this point, it's a 93 plus as well. Wow, this is spectacular. I mean, if you guys, hey, I want to know here. I want to know who raise your hand if you prefer the 2020 versus the 22. Is anyone that has a big fan of the 2020? Yeah, on the Syrah. Yeah, 2020 over 22. Yeah. Is anyone prefer the 22? Yeah,
Oh,
me,
it's a split.
yeah, me too. Me too. Oh, I do have a favorite kid. No, no, I'm joking. No, no, I'm joking. Yeah, yeah. Oh, they are different. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I wow.
Hard to like them both.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So here we are. 93 plus as we stand right now. Might be a little bit more tomorrow. We'll see how this one evolves, but I really, really like that. Okay. I know there was a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
621. Holy smokes. Yeah, yeah. Jack, did we do our blind taste or should we postpone it after the live? Should we do it? Okay, let's quickly because I know that the music people wants to get started. Oh yeah, yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you guys are all gonna sing.
Happy birthday, dear Jack. Happy birthday to you.
As you can tell, yesterday was my birthday. I am wearing these sunglasses because I was here very, very late last night to celebrate. Just saying. A lot of really delicious Syrah.
I love it. What do you think of the 22?
I think the 22 is really good. I feel like, for me personally, sometimes I feel like it needs to be in the bottle a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But that's why I love the 2020 Syrah more, in my personal opinion, at this point in time.
Yeah.
But eventually that 22 will get to that same point for sure. For me.
I think that the 20 is in the perfect spot at the moment.
Totally.
It's such at the perfect spot in his life curve. It's pretty impressive. But I
And his
think
life curve.
I like hers.
Okay, so we all do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay, wait. Okay, I
couldn't
heard that you're not
decide.
that
So-
good at this.
No, I'm not.
wait,
I'm
wait,
horrible.
So, Mike, the average wine enthusiast, has a good point. Are you born August 4th or 5th?
4th.
So you have the same birthday as me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Next
say
year we know
15,
what
but-
we're
Oh
celebrating.
my god.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I don't know why I didn't click. I spent all day sporting
That's
here.
That's why we needed Mike to tell us.
Okay, so we are doing a blind tasting, I see.
Yeah, I think so. I
Okay,
think
cool.
so. So blind taste here. Okay, everyone. We have a white and a red, and hopefully it's a wine from here.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
Oh my
There-
god, no.
There's no parameter, right?
Give
So
this to me.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, okay.
So it's
Cheers to that.
Cheers
Okay.
to that. Cheers.
Okay.
What do you get? You getting like a little peach, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I got some Pinot Gris on the nose. That's what's coming out to me because it's peachy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now
I'm sure that this is ours.
I don't assume anything because
Mhm.
excuse my language. I got fucked over so many times on blind taste, always assuming that maybe like
Yeah.
I overthink it,
Okay.
what it should be, then instead just
Yeah,
focusing on
just
what's in
know.
glass.
Yeah, because
So
normally I'll know like right at the first taste or the first smell
Yeah.
what I think it is. But then if I keep going, I'll kind of psych myself out a little bit.
all
And I'll
right.
be like, oh, I don't think it's a like 25 Pinot Gris. I think
Yeah.
it's a 25 Sauv Blanc. But it kind of depends on where it's from.
Yeah.
So,
To ask like a yes/no question, like Rachel, is it from nostalgia? Okay.
It is from nostalgia.
Okay.
Okay.
You know already?
Who?
She says she knows.
So,
Oh,
so to my, I don't know if there's a Pinot Gris on the lineup, but personally, I would guess Pinot Gris because it's really peachy.
I'm actually almost getting a little more tropical note for me personally.
Okay.
And I feel like it might be a signature white wine that we make.
Be the Kerner?
It might be the Kerner.
Ah,
I think it might be the Kerner. And the Kerner is the reason why I work at this winery. I moved here 6 years ago from Toronto, came here for a tasting, loved the Kerner so much, I knew that this was the place that I wanted to work. So that's why I work at this
oh,
winery.
story was a true.
It's a true story. It's not bullshit. No bullshit.
You know what? I'm just joking because I heard that story before. You told me that, and I think it's really, really cool. So now, if it's a Kerner,
I mean, I feel like it's the Kerner. It's a little bit more residual sugar than the Pinot Gris, in my personal opinion, or the Sauv Blanc. It's definitely not the Chardonnay.
no, that we agree.
It's not. No.
Definitely not Chardonnay. Definitely not the Sauv Blanc.
No.
I get more acid in the Sauv Blanc. I don't know the Kerner.
Mhm.
I had it once, and we tasted it here when we came in early, Mira and I.
Yeah.
Well, there's a heck of a legs in there, eh? The
Mhm.
thicker texture.
Mhm.
Which leads maybe to a little bit more of higher RS. You might be
Mhm.
good. Okay, well, I can't change my
I'm
mind.
just
So
saying.
I know.
I
Okay.
feel like when I tried, like as soon as I smelled this wine and tried this wine, I was like, it's definitely the 25.
Okay. So,
But I don't know.
I had a question. Do you have,
Here, and it's his favorite wine. So
do you
If I
have,
get this wrong, I'm dead.
yeah. Do you have a blend of Kerner and Pinot Gris on the lineup? No, you don't. Okay, so I thought it would be the perfect. Yeah, so, no, it's a blend of both. You'd be like, yeah. No. Okay. Reveal, please. Darn it. Just happy birthday to Jack.
Just to be honest, this is the first time I've ever done a blind tasting craft.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, well, that's okay. That's the Kerner.
Very rare BC.
Yeah, yeah.
5 wineries that
Only
actually
5?
grow it. Yeah,
There you go.
because it is a little finicky. It's originally a crossing between the Challenger, which is an Italian red, with a
Yeah.
Riesling. So yeah, we
Yeah.
thankfully have about 2 acres out back. Yeah. So just the perfect amount to kind of like not make too much.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah,
like if
but take too much time from the boss.
exactly. Okay, we're going to red.
You're in red.
Just a little bit, like my worst. Okay.
Floral note here.
Definitely. What's a dark fruit? No.
Yeah.
Maybe like medium?
Okay. Is it a single varietal? Yes, it is, eh?
Single varietal? Oh boy. If I don't get this right, I'm so tired.
I'm playing with the house money here. I have nothing to lose.
True.
I already lost my reputation on blind taste, so that can be worse. And I'm competing against the house guys, so I have nothing to
Oh
lose.
gosh.
But there's tannin here.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a kind of a nice acid on the mid palate.
Yeah, it feels really nice on the mid palate for sure. A little sparkling.
Do you guys do a full Petit Verdot?
We do.
Okay.
Do. It is lighter.
Is it a
In my
little?
personal
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah, but there's a floral note.
Yeah. Oh
No, if you
no.
tell me that it's a Pinot Noir, I look
If
really
this is a
stupid.
Malbec, I'm gonna. That'll be it. There's no way this is a Malbec.
I don't think so. And it's not purple enough to be a Malbec.
Yeah, it's not dark enough.
Yeah.
We're not sure right now. This is our first time working together like this, so
With the
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to be right and have it wrong or vice versa.
I sure don't want to be wrong, but hey, who cares?
Okay, I'm leaning toward what you've already said. It's gonna say it.
The tannin are really
Delicious. What's that? Right?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
This is not Syrah.
No.
You can scrap that off the
No.
list. It's
No.
not Capsule.
No.
Scrap that off the list.
Oh. It might be the 2020. The Cab Franc? Is that a possibility?
No, no.
What? Damn.
I thought of that, but it would have to be young though.
Absolutely.
Darn it!
Here
Okay.
we go. Okay, I'm gonna let you be the one to
You look stupid first.
yes. please.
Okay, so
Hey, you don't get fired. I get fired.
that's right. And I'm gonna
Okay.
get like when my partner
Oh.
drive up north, she will be like, "Why did you get that guy fired?" He's awesome. He has the same birthday as me,
Right?
and you got him fired.
He's the only guy
Yeah.
who works at that winery.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm saying Petit Verdot.
I think that you're probably right.
So maybe a little
Rachel
older, maybe
What's the review?
2020, 2018.
2019? Petit Verdot? No, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh God.
Show me the bottle.
What?
What? Jesus Christ. I just tasted it this morning. Cheers to us.
Cheers, right? Cheers to our amazing.
So
ability.
I am 0 of 2, and my debacle keeps going. So yeah.
Yeah, should we try another one?
No, we're good. I can't wait to listen to the music. So I want to say, first and foremost, thank you to Gina.
Yeah, that's fantastic, guys.
Thank you to Rebecca. Rachel, you are freaking awesome. Thank you for putting all that together. That is fantastic. Oh, man,
Thank you for coming.
thank you for
Appreciate
kicking my
you.
ass.
No, I didn't.
And thanks to Mira as well. Yeah.
So what was the red, Mike? It was the 22 Cab Sauv, which he tasted recently.
This morning, 22 capsule. Nah, not this one. That's the last one I tasted.
Mm.
So anyway,
He's trying to help you.
really good. I confused the capsule for Petit Verdot. I did. And I mentioned this is not capsule.
That's true. Yeah.
I sure did.
Perfect.
Hey guys, this is Nostalgia Week. We have an incredible lineup. Look at the order sheet. Email came your way earlier this afternoon. So thank you for joining us. Thanks to the team. Thanks to the crowd. You guys are awesome. Sorry for the few bad words that came out of my mouth. I know it was bad.
It was just French.
Yeah. Ah,
Just Frank.
it is. Right? I'm allowed to do that. Canadian wine lovers, members, everyone across the country, thank you for joining. And she's here.
Oh, yes.
Woohoo!
Flanked by 2 birthday people.
Yeah. It's a Carl sandwich.
Fourth.
Thank you. See you next time.